Gentlemen, with this session under our belt, I really want to see now if, first and foremost, anybody's got any questions on putting.
How do you read greens when you're not very familiar with the golf course? Do you have any tips that you can offer?
Okay, yes, so, and that's a great time to ask me in this session, because when we come back next week, we are going to address some preliminary green reading. And of course, you know, individual lessons with myself or the head pro, certainly we can do a playing lesson where we fully read greens with you. But for the most part, you're dealing in Richmond, Virginia with either bent grass greens that are firm and fast when the weather's mild or cool, or you're dealing with Bermuda greens. And Bermuda greens especially, like you find across town over there at Independence, you'll notice that the cup is always going to have an edge with Bermuda green that's sort of a harsh looking edge and a not so harsh looking edge. And I would guarantee you that anytime you're going to have a putt that's going straight at that harsh looking edge, I would definitely want to make sure I'm hitting that putt a little firmer. Bermuda greens, no doubt, the grain, whole lot trickier to account for on Bermuda greens. But for the most part, one thing that all good putters will do is they like to do what's called the victory circle. And they will walk completely around the hole. Let's picture the hole being that leaf. And they'll kind of feel with their feet the high part, the low part, and also where the straight putts are. And then usually they'll move. Right now I can feel my right foot and my left foot being about on the same level, and as I move this way, I'm going kind of uphill, and my left foot now is bending a little bit. My left knee is bending to accommodate for the fact that there's some slope. So I would encourage you, if you're lost out there, do that little victory circle around the hole. And while you're at it, if you want to make sure that nobody thinks you're, taking too much time while you're putting, fix a few ball marks while you're doing it. Because I find when I bend down and fix a ball mark, all of a sudden my orientation is completely different, and now I'm picking up a spot that I otherwise didn't know in terms of break. Does anybody else have any other questions before we wrap up?
So on the full swing, as you get through the round, how do you keep those good drills and those good thoughts about
That's a great question, Eric. That's a great question. So one of the most important things that we can tackle on the golf course to kind of keep ourselves in the moment, if you will. Nick, if I could borrow your wand here, I'll pretend I'm a left-hander today. We have what's called the play box, where the golf ball is, and then we have what's called the think box, which is behind the golf ball. And what I like to do to reinforce my swing move for the day is do little actions in that think box that will reinforce whatever it was. Maybe I was thinking that I've got way too much right arm rotation right now, and I'm trying to feel as if the club's going back with less arm rotation and more body rotation. I might do that in the think box before I get into the play box. But I'm not sure which, swing thought you're going to have for the day, but definitely whatever you wrote down, sometimes I put it inside my hat. I will say, okay, I'm going to be thinking swing left might be my thought for the day, because I found myself hooking the golf ball a lot, which means my path is maybe too much to the right. So inside my hat and I'm inside my think box, I might just have a little practice swing left, swing left. All of a sudden my ball flight's straightened out a little bit. I'm not hitting these massive hooks anymore. All right, so we'll see you back next